All right. Hi, everybody. Let me warm you right now. And yes, what I'm going to say in this video will piss off a lot of people, developers, agents, even some expats. And honestly, that's fine. I'm not here to sell a dream. I'm here to tell you the truth. The real truth about how houses are actually built, sold, and valued in this town. Because the real problem is not that the houses are too expensive. The real problem is that the market is dominated by mediocre quality and very few people still know how to recognize it for real. I built this house using everything I've learned growing up around construction. My parents have bought 6 homes, not to flip them, not to brand them, just to live inside. So this video is not theory, it's not marketing too, it's the story of this house and why it was built the way it was and why it's not comparable to all of what you see online. So if you're scrolling for lifestyle fantasy, this probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for a real quality house and wondering why some feel right and some feels don't, then stay with me. Before we start, I wanted to know that this video will be cut in 2 different parts. The part 1 is about the real construction quality, the foundation, the structure, the architecture, the material, the technical choice, everything most agents will never show you. And for me, this is the most important part. Most real estate's video only show you aesthetic interior design, but they will never show you what gives you long-term value. The part 2 will focus on the design, the finishes, the living space, the kitchen, the garage, the bathroom, the terrace. Before talking about walls or design, let's go underground. And let me show you why this villa may be one of the best decisions you ever make by making it yours. This house doesn't stand on a simple slab. It stands on a structure system that not too much people use. The land itself was reinforced before we even started something to build. All around the property, we built retaining walls and columns deep into the soil, with one reinforcement column every 2.5 meters, and each column goes 2.5 meters underground and connected with 2 metal steel consoles with concrete. That means even the earth supporting the house is held, so it doesn't compress, move, or collapse over the time. Finally, this is a foundation that holds the main foundation of the house. Most communities pour concrete too fast. They don't respect curing time, use cheap steel, rush everything, because the business model is volume, not quality. Now let's talk about the real structure pillar of the house. Every single column was wrapped in plastic film for more than 1 month, so it would not dry too fast and crack. Each structural column of this villa goes more than 50 meters underground. And here is how it was built step by step. We drilled deep shaft 10 meters into the ground. We installed full steel cage inside those shafts. We filled the shaft with structural concrete. On top of that, we placed a 1.5 meter steel console, and we have poured 15 centimeters of concrete. On this console, we fixed some tube in concrete with another one steel cage. We fill this concrete tube again, and only then after comes the structural floor of the house. This is not a house built on soul. This is a house built with engineered pillars, the kind of serious structural work. And before closing the foundation, we install a full underground anti-termite network. Tubes around the entire footprint of the villa, so the protection can be injected internally without breaking the floor. Here, termite cannot enter from below. The system is already inside the structure. Be honest, most houses here are buying on shadow footing, fast, cheap, and with zero deep engineering. This villa, it sits on a system that you do not see even or often in the residential construction here. This is not Thai standard with European price. This is European structural logic executed in Thailand. And by the way, what I'm showing you here is only a fraction of what I know and what we have really do behind the scene. I cannot reveal you 100% of my engineering knowledge, otherwise people will start copying my model again. I giving you maybe 1/3 of what we have really do behind the scene, just enough so you understand the level and not enough so someone can replicate it. Okay, now let's talk about the walls. Most so-called luxury villa here have 40 centimeter walls with 9 centimeters block. That's not luxury. For me, it's a joke. This villa has 25 centimeters wall with 20 centimeters block. Real thickness and real insulation with a massive roof overhang so big to protect all the wall. This is real tropical architecture, not the copy-paste Western crap everyone keeps repeating. Here everything fits together, everything makes sense, is harmonious. The color, the tiles, the material we use, everything match. I'm tired of seeing villas for sale with red roof, yellow interior, white tiles, purple wall, and they call that luxury? I won't even dare to put a house like that on the market without renovating it first. Developers love selling double glazing like it's a luxury upgrade. But trust me, this is marketing bullshit. What actually matters is orientation, shades, roof projection, and the wind flow with a perfect shadow management. Most of the windows here is shaded all day long. Natural airflow crossing the house. All the window joinery will be made of aluminum. Cool interior without fighting the heat. Now let's talk about the roof structure. Not the tiles you see, but what actually hold the house. Let's be precise. For this roof, we use a cold formed structure steel beam, reinforced C and U profile, rectangular open box section, factory applied blue anti-corrosion primer, and the factory paint the second layer in the gray color. And the steel thickness is 3.2 millimeters, measured and verified on site. This is not a standard development steel. This is a different category. And I'm gonna tell you why 3.2 matters. In Thailand, most of houses use 1.6. Steel foam for the roof structure. It's cheaper, faster, and enough to close the project. But 1.6 millimeters is designed for short-term logic. With 3.2 you get more rigidity, higher load capacity, and far less fatigue over time. This roof is designed so that in 20 years you don't start in asking to yourself, is this still solid? Later on the chapter 10 I will talk about the ROI. I'm not only talking about land appreciation, I'm also talking about not having to redo a major structural element. A roof that stays straight, stable, and rigid protect the entire house underneath it. That's why this choice was not about saving money. It was about protecting your investment over the long term. This steel has not arrived raw. There's a factory blow anti-corrosion primer, a factory paint layer, and there's a third protective coat applied on site. All cuts, weighted, cut, and repeated a 4th time. There's no exposed steel, no unfinished edge, no shortcuts. If your goal is short-term resale, lighter steel work, if your goal is a long-term ROI and a peace of mind, then 3.2 is the right decision. This roof was built to last and to protect your investment for the long term. Most pool looks beautiful on picture, but structurally they're a disaster. You see this everywhere. 7 centimeters hollow block, 1 thin layer of rebar, pipes buried directly in the soil, and concrete poured as fast as possible. That's why so many pools crack, leak, or deform after a few years. What we did here is a real engineered pool. This pool was built like a true structural element, not a cosmetic hole filled with water. There's 40 centimeters blocks everywhere, not just the wall. Even the filtration reservoir is built with 40 centimeters block. We didn't compromise anywhere. The structure was built exactly the way a European engineer would do it. Concrete screed, or you can call this shape if you want, for the stable base. Then there's the 40 centimeters block. Then there's the first tier of layer, full grid. The pipes are installed inside the first steel cage. There's a second steel cage, full pressure test, and then the final concrete pour. That's the real recipe for a pour that lasts decades. And now I'm gonna tell you why the double reinforcement is a real difference. Most pools use a single layer of steel. Here you got a true double reinforcement system. Full bottom grid, vertical bars tightly spaced, steel on both sides of the wall, inner and outer skin. Clean overlaps, precise binding, the real structural logic. This creates a monoblock reinforcement concrete shell, the same level of construction you can find in Europe. The pipes are done the right way. Usually pipes are buried in the ground. They move, crack, leak silently for years. And if there are trees nearby, be aware that the roots naturally grow toward the water pipes to feed themselves, which can lead to clogged pipes within 3 to 4 years after the construction. And here's the worst part. When that happens, you don't just have to repair. You have to break first, fix, then rebuild everything on top. 3 times the cost, 3 times the headache. Here, every pipe is protected inside the concrete shell, locked in place forever. And before any concrete was poured, we ran a full pressure test. Here, there's no leak, no pressure drops, everything was recorded. If you want proof, come see the video yourself. For the pump, we have installed EMEC. This is the best pump system on the market. Massage jet mode, counter swim mode. You can literally swim against the flow like in an empedec swimming pool. Oversized filtration, premium fitting, high efficiency, long lifespan. This will not be a toy pump, it will be a high performance system. We also focus on the aesthetic. We got a dark waterfall feature, echoing the tone of the roof tiles and the aluminum windows, so the pool become part of the house architecture. And if you still have doubts, I have a pool at my own house by the exactly same method over 10 years ago. You're welcome to take a look. This is not just a hole with water. This is engineering. Okay, now let's talk about something you never heard in real estate video, your utilities. Because a beautiful house means nothing if you can shower at 7 p.m. or run your appliance without light dying. In most communities, 20 to 20 houses share the same line of water and the electric feed. The first house gets pressure and the last one gets nothing. You shower at the same time as a neighbor? I wish you good luck. This villa is not connected to a weak shared system. It has its own dedicated electricity power. Only 2 houses use this line, mine and the future owner of this villa, for a final result of a stable voltage. No drops, no overload, no surprise. Instead of connected to a shared village pipe, we drill over 150 meters underground to create a water supply. This isn't shallow seasonal water. It's deep, constant, reliable. No sharing pressure loss, no running dry when everyone else uses the line. You get pure consistent pressure 24/7. In communities, the infrastructure is designed for cost saving, not for comfort. Here, the utilities design is for one family only, not for 10. That's the difference between a mass project and a true standalone estate. This villa doesn't depend on the shared system or your neighbor habit. You have your own power line, your own deep water source, your own pressure, your own reliability. This is a real independence and something communities will never give you. The foreigners can own safely with the right structure. I use clean models, no gray zone. If you need clarity, it will be my pleasure to explain to you how. Simple and clear. Now let's talk about communities, the holy grail of bullshit marketing. Drone shots, smiling couples, palm trees, sunset pools, nice music. That looks beautiful. But in the reality, it's not the same. You got monthly fees, 2 to 10,000 baht, electricity resolved more expensive, water the same, rules everywhere, neighbor drama 24/7. You got some drone spying, some noise, gossip, disputes, even sometimes scams happen. And security, take your car and go into a community by yourself and just say, "Hi, I just take a friend." They will open you the door to go inside. And if you can go like this, then anyone can do the same. For me, that's not luxury. That's tropical suburb with restriction. Here you got no community, no rules, no neighbor, no fees. 800 square meter of real land, total privacy, total freedom. And this is what I call luxury. 10 years ago, one right here cost 1.2 million baht. Today it's 6 to 7. That is real appreciation. The real value is the land, not the box on it. So let me explain something developers never want you to understand. Here is how community makes money. They build massive land parcel, extremely cheap. They cut them into tiny overpriced lease. They build the same house 10 to 20 times maybe. They sell you a lifestyle, not an asset. And here's the truth about it. The real value of a real estate is not the material, it's the location. A luxury villa on a bad location is still a bad investment. A simple house on a premium location is gold. It's like building a golden place in a garbage dump. It's still a garbage dump. Stop building the fairy tales. How can someone tell you bullshit like your home will increase in value when they build them side by side, 10 to 20 times the same, repeated like a factory line? Mass production never creates value, only scarcity does. Show me maybe one community looks good after 10 years. You don't have to believe me, check for yourself. Show me one community that looks perfect after 10 years. Like where fees didn't increase, garden didn't dry, the road didn't crack, house didn't fade, resident didn't stop arguing. Maybe there's one or two, but I haven't seen a single one. When off-plan says slow down, the cash stop. And when the cash stop, the maintenance stop too. This is basic economy. In this land, you have more than 400% of your investment back in 10 years. When you buy a community, you can lose 20 to 35%. This villa can pay itself back in around 6 to 7 years of rental. That's a real ROI, not the broke you fantasy. I'm not here to motivate you to buy the loan, because this is how scams happen most part of the time. A company show you a beautiful quote, 10 million baht. They said, yeah, just 2-3 million baht up front for the foundation. You pay, they did something small, pour a bit, just enough to make you feel locked in. And then one day, they disappear. Phone off, office closed, company changed name, and your 2-3 million baht, it's gone. Once that money is gone, there's no insurance, no guarantee, and in most of cases, no realistic way to recover it. Building here is a battlefield, and if you're not controlling every day, you can get destroyed. Maybe you love the architecture, the logic, the engineering, but you prefer another area? No problem. I can build the same level of quality anywhere, and I already have another plot 25 minutes from here, more isolated, more quiet. You're not just buying a villa, you're buying an expertise and peace.